NASCAR is entering the first year of a brand new 7-year media rights deal. A deal that not only includes Fox and NBC, but also new networks, the return of an old friend, the sport's first venture into the streaming world, and a brand new in-season tournament. With the 2025 season just days away, here's what fans need to know about where they can watch the premier stock car racing series this season. The Craftsman Truck Series enters its 31st season and will once again be exclusively broadcast on the Fox family of networks. The season begins at Daytona on Valentine's Day, February 14th, FS1. Some surprise additions to the schedule include Rockingham on April 18th. No NASCAR series has raced at the Rock since 2013. Fun fact, that was Kyle Larson's first NASCAR National Series win. The Truckers will also race at Lime Rock Park on June 28th on Big Fox. That's one of 3 truck races shown on Fox this year, with the rest of the schedule on FS1. As of the recording of this video, Fox has not confirmed the broadcast booth for the Truck Series this season. Saturdays, meanwhile, will see a huge change. After a short trial run at the end of 2024, every single 2025 Xfinity Series event will be broadcast on the CW. The CW is an over-the-air broadcast channel with deals with local stations, so you do not need a cable subscription to watch. All practice, qualifying, and races will be broadcast on the CW. However, there is a catch. Because they deal with stations at the local level, there is no guarantee that every local station will show every Xfinity Series race. The CW has deals with the ACC, Pac-12 football, which in the fall could overshadow some Xfinity Series broadcasts. The CW website says you can stream all Xfinity Series races online the day after the live event. So pay close attention to your TV guide, maybe call up your local CW station and let them know you want to see cars going in circles, not this football fad. Adam Alexander will lead the broadcast booth all year long. After years with Fox Sports managing numerous part-time driver analysts, he will now work alongside Jamie McMurray, former Daytona 500 Brickyard 400 winner, and Parker Kligerman, fresh out the Xfinity Series seat and into the TV booth full-time. I like this broadcast team. It's young, should inject some new energy into the Xfinity Series, will give NASCAR's AAA league its own unique identity. I agree with what Xfinity Series team owner Tommy Joe Martin said recently. He posted, "We need people that know Xfinity racing. The CW doesn't care about how our race relates to the Cup Series. We're the premier series to our broadcast partner. We need our own style and depth to the reporting through the field. I think this is a great group to deliver that." It's worth mentioning that while the Xfinity Series will air on the CW, NASCAR Productions will actually handle most of the broadcast. Last year, NASCAR opened up a $53 million, 58,000 square foot production facility in Concord, North Carolina. The facility has 4 broadcast booths built in, meaning some races are expected to be called remotely. Last year, NASCAR VP of Operations and Technical Production Steve Stum explained how they hope to improve on the traditional remote broadcast. Said, quote, "We've built 3 podiums that the talent can use and have a conversation while looking at a 146-inch 4K monitor, and we have a couple of cameras on the roof at the track covering the whole track so they can see everything without things like poles in the way." New network, new broadcast booth, possibly a new broadcast setup. The Xfinity Series will certainly look a little different in 2025. Now for the premier NASCAR Cup Series, and I suggest you start taking notes. Cup races will be broadcast in 7 different locations throughout the year. Fox and FS1 coverage will be anchored by the incomparable Mike Joy, with Clint Boyer returning for his 5th year and Kevin Harvick entering his sophomore season in the booth. NBC and USA are bringing back the sunshine with Lee Diffie, driver analyst Jeff Burton, and the crew chief Steve Letarte. Enter Amazon Prime Video, built around fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. and flanked by veterans Adam Alexander and once again Steve Letarte. This trio will stay busy as they will also commentate races for TNT and Max. Shout out to AA putting in that work this year. Still taking notes? Good, because this will be on the final. The Cup Series season begins on February 2nd. Fox will broadcast the season opening clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Then, of course, Fox will broadcast the 67th annual Daytona 500. Fox will then broadcast the next race at Atlanta, but where can we find practice and qualifying? That's right, Amazon Prime Video will be streaming practice and qualifying for all Cup Series races the first half of the season, minus Bowman Gray, the Clash, Daytona 500, and the All-Star race. Those practice and qualifying sessions will still be on FS1. Then, for the first time in Cup Series history, 5 races will only be available on a digital streaming service. Beginning with the Coca-Cola 600 on May 25th and ending with the June 22nd race at Pocono, Amazon Prime Video will be the exclusive home for the NASCAR Cup Series. There are an estimated 180 million Americans subscribed to Amazon Prime compared to only 68 million cable subscribers clinging to the cord for dear life. It will be interesting to see if NASCAR's traditional television audience is willing to migrate to a streaming platform. An old familiar network returns for the next 5-race stretch. TNT will broadcast the Summer Atlanta race as well as what could be the final Chicago street race. Then Sonoma, Dover, finishing things up with the Brickyard 400. These races will not only be shown on TNT, a cable channel, they will also be streamed live on Max. And this 5-race stretch also features NASCAR's first ever in-season tournament. TNT must have gone down to the folks at Daytona Beach, said, hey, look at what the NBA in-season tournament did for our ratings. Can we do that here? And the Steves obliged. 32 drivers will qualify based on their results the last few races of the Amazon stretch of the schedule. They will then be placed in a bracket, assigned head-to-head matchups every week, with the better finisher each race advancing to the next round until only 2 are left at Indianapolis. The overall winner gets a cool $1 million payday. There's no larger regular season or playoff or championship implications. This is a 5-race in-season tournament that stands on its own. A new format just looking to spice up the sometimes dry summer stretch. And also, let's be honest, it's a desperate attempt by NASCAR to seriously break into the sports betting market. Oh, and before I forget, Cup Series practice and qualifying for the entire second half of the season will be broadcast on True TV on cable and Max for streamers. NBC Sports takes over for the final 14 Cup races of the season, the push to the playoffs plus the 10-race elimination style format. The Daytona regular season finale, as well as Talladega, Martinsville, and the Phoenix Championship at the end of the year will all be on NBC. The rest will be on USA Network. So if we take a look at the full Cup Series schedule, broken into 4 segments to show the 4 different companies NASCAR is working with, every single network has a traditional crown jewel event on their schedule. Fox gets the Daytona 500, Prime the Coke 600, TNT the Brickyard, and NBC has the Southern 500 at Darlington. Also, every single network has at least one other marquee event to sell to their audience. Fox has the Clash and the All-Star race, Prime gets the first Mexico City Cup Series event, TNT has the Chicago Street Race, and NBC has that Daytona regular season finale, and of course, the championship race. I hope your pen hasn't run out of ink. I know we just went over a lot. It's complicated, for sure. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be making this video right now. NASCAR's goal when putting together this TV deal was to bring on as many new companies as possible, introduce competition, increase NASCAR's media revenue, and also by bringing on new companies lead to additional marketing opportunities. For example, Amazon Prime has never marketed NASCAR before, but now I've seen commercials during Thursday night football games. TNT hasn't covered NASCAR in years, but now they have this shiny new in-season tournament to promote. So there is some give, there is some take. As far as international viewers are concerned, Canada is NASCAR's largest international audience, and they just announced a contract extension and expansion with Bell Media, saying Truck, Xfinity, and Cup races, as well as associated practice and qualifying sessions, will be broadcast across Bell Media's linear and digital platforms, including CTV, TSN, USA Network, and TSN Plus. Oh, and before we go, I should probably mention that NASCAR is about to launch a brand new FAST channel on Tubi. I know it sounds like a pun, but no, FAST actually stands for Free Ad-Supported Television. NASCAR will launch the NASCAR channel on Tubi later this month. fast channels are on the rise. And Tubi, which is now owned by Fox, seems to be leading the way. They recently reported 97 million active monthly users. NASCAR recently said that this new channel will broadcast the upcoming Hall of Fame ceremony live, will also re-air classic races, will show race replays from the current season, and they say fans can also expect timely original content like NASCAR Daily with Shannon Spake and race highlights, as well as fan favorites like Radioactive, Refuse to Lose, and Hall of Fame biographies. Again, NASCAR putting that $53 million facility to good use. With all these different partners, all these different places, it's never been more complicated to watch NASCAR Cup Series racing. But hopefully this video helped answer some of the more important questions. I'm curious to see if Amazon and TNT can take what Fox and NBC have done for years and improve on it. Can they insert new ideas, new energy? The CW, again, can it give the Xfinity series its own unique identity? It's complicated, but I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll just have to watch to see if those questions get answered. As always, come hang out with us here on YouTube. Every single week, we will keep the NASCAR conversation alive from one Sunday to the next. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll talk to you again soon.